here, and I am so excited today. I've been planning this video. Wow, I'm out of breath already. I've been planning this video for a minute now. I've wanted to watch this video for a minute now, and I'm finally doing it. If you noticed, my hair looks a little different. Thank you for noticing. Thank you for complimenting me. I do want to say, before I get started here, I wanted to tell a little bit of a story. I had an encounter with a beast, and let's say it snuck into my garage, right? We'll just say that to start. And we'll also say that every time I would try to leave and close the garage, it would go back in. It jumped into my car too. And it also jumped on me. All this to say, I was confronted by a pit bull who wanted to rob my house. And when confronted with that, I didn't stand down. I didn't freak out. I actually shot it. Today we are watching the ultimate looksmaxxing tier list. Now, if you happen to be, I don't know, 36 and you're watching this, looksmaxxing is kind of just like trying to make yourself more attractive. That's basically what it is. Obviously, I kind of know what I'm talking about. I'm excited to do this today. Let's just watch this. It's by a guy named Brett Maverick. And I guess he's attractive. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. So let's just get this started, shall we? Yo, what's up, guys? It's about midnight right now, and I'm editing this video. And I have to say, before it gets started, there's a lot of audio issues in this one. So it'll be cutting back and forth between this kind of weird audio and then back to normal and then back to the weird audio. So just be on the lookout for that. Okay, enjoy. Thank you. Bye.
The Looksmax wave has officially taken the world by storm, and no one wants to admit that I am like the pioneer of the Looksmax method, okay? I was talking about this shit 5 years ago. Me, Dr. Mike Mew, and this guy Astro Sky, who mysteriously just rode off into the sunset, never to return. But anyways, because I am the godfather of looksmaxxing, I took it upon myself to create the ultimate looksmax tier list. I have written down the top 27 looksmax.
Starve maxing? Oh, beard trimming. Okay, that's kind of normal. So basically, if you can't really tell what this is about already. Okay. You can't already tell what this is about already. I guess this is kind of just like a bunch of methods to become more attractive. And I'm sure none of them work. So, yeah, that's why this is going to be so fun.
Methods, and today I'm going to rank them so that everybody knows the ultimate looksmax tier list. Why? I don't know, because it just sounds fun, I guess. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. But before we get into the list, I'm looking for a handful of dedicated driven guys to work side by side with to reach your goals. If you're working on a transformation of your own and you'd like to accomplish this together, you can apply through the form in the description.
See, this is what I'm talking about, man. When I say stuff like this doesn't work, he's trying to scam people already. He hasn't even started the video and he's already trying to scam people. What? Like, come on, man.
Go fill it out, and we'll get back to you shortly. Now, method number one is thumb pulling. Have you heard of this? Thumb pulling is...
What is this doing? Am I more attractive? Guess I am.
This kind of theory where if you put your thumbs in your mouth and pull forward, you can make your face grow forward, having a more prominent facial structure. I rank...
Guess it works.
E for probably doesn't work, right? You know, pulling on your face, not a lot of research. I don't see it really working too well, and if it does, it'd be very, very minimal. Put that on the E. I'm not, totally writing it off, but it probably doesn't work. Skin maxing. Having a...
What is skin maxing?
Skincare regimens.
You know what I think I noticed about this whole thing about, making yourself more attractive, being a dedicated young male who wants to be attractive. It's kind of just making up words, and that's a lot of it. You could have just said skincare, but of course you had to make it skin maxing because that fits the brand more. And you know what? Honestly, I appreciate it. So maybe I shouldn't be making fun of him. Because maybe he's a genius. He is the pioneer of this. And, I've kind of noticed walking around that everybody is just so strikingly attractive now. And I think it's because of him.
Skin baby.
Brett Maverick. Thank you for making me so attractive.
A. That is a very good method that will help your appearance a lot. Skin is the first sign of health and virility. That's an A, baby. Teeth whitening. Teeth whitening.
Why is that?
Morning, Pete. Coffee's on and your Uber's on.
This happened in the last video.
This way.
I've been thinking, maybe I should just go.
A. Having nice white teeth, another thing. People notice your teeth right away if they're not.
Okay, so what we've learned so far is you should clean your skin, which is true. You shouldn't do thumb pulling, probably not. And you need to get veneers. Okay.
Nice and white, even if they're not that.
But what if... let's just think about this. What if skincare is killing your masculinity? Let's think about that. Obviously you don't want to be putting things on your face. That is just so gay.
A. Gua sha. You don't know what that is?
Gua sha. Nope, I do not know what that is.
It's this ancient Chinese method where you take a rose quartz stone and drain your face, drain your lymph nodes to create.
I've seen this before.
Facial features.
I've seen this before. And you don't even need one of the ancient rose stones or whatever to do this. You can just use your knuckles and kind of just move it around. Yep, I got some. Oh, I'm gonna squirt it on the camera.
Features. I rate. This a B plus. Not bad. Obviously, it's not going to give you a Chad, handsome Squidward face, but it can reduce the inflammation in your face
Obviously.
and help a little bit. B plus. Bone smashing.
Okay. Bone smashing. Cool.
Have you guys heard of this shit? This is this theory that if you smash your bones on your face with like a rock or a hammer or something, this thing called Wolf's Law will kick in and it'll calcify and grow back bigger and stronger. Now,
Okay. I need a hammer. What is that noise? I'm gonna use this weight. Obviously, I know this is pretty cool how I can just kind of effortlessly rep this out. But I'm gonna use it to bone smash. Ugh. Am I supposed to go harder? Ow. Okay, so I've successfully broken all of the bones in my face. Okay. Well, that was not a good joke at all.
Now, the theory is, it has potential, I suppose, but it seems so dangerous and so unlikely that you'll do it right and in the right area.
I don't like that this guy's being reasonable because I like to watch videos where I can absolutely go in on people and just kind of like make fun of everything they say because, that's what I like to do. I like to put people down. I want you to tell me to bone smash every day. or I'm not gonna watch this video anymore.
Cheek biting. Biting your cheeks, baby. Get that little cheek look, man. Cheek biting.
Okay, I'm almost done watching this. This is really boring. Now that, I'm kind of on the pursuit of becoming the best person I could possibly be, whether it be physical or mentally, I just kind of feel like I'm having some issues with, attracting mates. So, I want to go to this guy, Chris Williamson, who is going to tell us the biggest lessons that he's learned from thousands of women. And he made this video, Chris Williamson, and he is interviewing Dan Bilzerian, who is an avid cool guy. And so we're going to go ahead and watch this.
What are the common assumptions, the biggest ones that are holding guys back when it comes to attracting women? What are the reframes or the best strategies that you've...
So, obviously, I just wanted to start by saying, I don't want to be rude to the man. He has a lot of money, more money than I'll ever have, probably. More money than I'd ever be happy with, probably. But he does appear kind of as a caveman to me. That's kind of what his appearance is like. I'm sorry the camera keeps shaking. I just really like to use my hands, and it kind of makes the desk shake. But he really does look like some sort of caveman. But I also do like that this appears to be some sort of weight machine with plates over there. And they're just filming this in a gym. So that's pretty cool.
You constructed from yourself.
Okay, so the most common problems I would say would be some mindsets, like, limiting beliefs is a big one, like thinking like, oh, I'm not tall, so women aren't going to be attracted to me, or I'm not rich, so I can't get women, or, like all these reasons why they're not attracted to women.
Do those things not matter?
No, they don't matter at all. Like, Bill's a perfect example. He had all the things, not one, not two, not three. He had every single thing that guys think that they need to get women. And
Plus a desert island.
You deserted island with 36 girls. Like, you couldn't get a better scenario. So, that is literal proof.
Obviously, being on a deserted island with 36 girls you could not get a better scenario. I'm on a deserted island and I might not be able to get home and I might die of hunger and I might have to start eating people. But at least I'm with 36 women, so.
Proof that, all these things...
still didn't get laid.
Exactly. That's not going to solve your problem.
Still didn't get laid. Just want to make sure. He didn't get laid. Okay. Yep.
Here's a guy that had all those things and he still didn't do it, right? And I have another sample of a bunch of guys in my fraternity that were short, that didn't have money, that weren't that smart, all this stuff, and they got a ton of pussy. So I just know that it's not...
I'm sorry, man. Do you want me to think that you're smart or do you want me to think that you're dumb? Because he's talking smart, but he's really just being like... Yeah, dude, just like a ton of dudes in my fraternity are they weren't even remotely cool in any sort of way, but they got so much puss that I really looked up to them.
The traditional things that guys think that they need, that's a part of it. But I think, like I said, when I kind of deconstructed it, the biggest epiphany that I had was the difference of when you are chasing a woman or you're pursuing a woman versus when she's pursuing you. And the flaws disappearing on both sides. When a woman's chasing you, your flaws disappear, her flaws magnify. Just like when
when a woman's chasing you, your flaws and endurance may start to show. How long could you possibly run for? So just and her flaws of pursuit, because she doesn't have much stamina either. So, it's just kind of like two people that are out of breath and running like this, and it just doesn't bode well. God, man, I feel like I'm maybe I'm 2 for 13 right now. 2 for 13 on the day, kind of, just like a bad day. I'm gonna have to have the Gatorade towel over my head on the sidelines, and I'm just having a bad day.
When the really, stage 5 clinger girl hits you up all the time, it's like you're not interested in her. Maybe she can suck your dick on a Friday night if you strike out at.
Why do you have to do this? This is such an interesting contrast. It's so weird. I mean, because people probably think this guy is a genius. I want to run that one back.
Time, it's like you're not interested in her. Maybe she can suck your dick on a Friday night if you strike out at 3 a.m. Right?
And this guy is this. If you strike out at 3 a.m., oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I was gonna say, and this guy that whole time was just. Yes. No. Totally. I mean, yeah. We're saying if you strike out at 3 a.m., I think maybe she can.
Right, but the same thing's true for women. Is like when these guys massively over communicate interest, they know they can have them, and then it's like a conversation of do they want them. And when you're looking at flaws, you're gonna find them. Like you've got flaws, I've got flaws. Like everybody has flaws, right? So when you're looking for flaws, they stand out. But when you're pursuing something, like think an auction, like 5 guys want something, 5 guys are bidding for something, and like you really want it.
Wow, man, what an analogy. What an analogy. And we got one girl from Arizona State right here. One taker. Okay. Oh, raising to $30, raising to $30, raising to $300. Oh, raising to $30 million. Oh, raising to $3 billion.
This idea in your mind of like when you wanted something you didn't get it and this fear of loss. You're not thinking about what's wrong with it. You're just, how do I get it? Mm-hmm. Right? Just like, and this is
Jesus Christ, dude. Is this how people think? I don't care about what's wrong with it. I just want to go get it.
Probably the most common mistake guys make is they're like, this girl's hot. How do I fuck her?
Yeah.
That's the thought process. Like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. Like, I would marry that girl. How many times have you heard a guy say like, oh my God, she's so hot, I would marry her? It's like, what if she has AIDS? What if she's a pathological liar? What if she's like 95,000 guys? What if she's just...
Oh my God, dude. You were on track. You were on track. Oh my God. He almost made a point and then he had to ruin it. What if she's a murderer? What if she has AIDS? What if she cuts up people and eats them or like serves them to their family? But even worse, it's like, what if she like sleeps with a lot of people? It's like you do not want to be around someone who sleeps with a lot of people. I mean,
it's like a serial cheater. Like, what if this girl has massive problems? What if she's bipolar? What if she's got a massive alcohol problem? Whatever. Right?
Jeez, this list is just giant.
Dig a little bit deeper. Like, be discerning. Like go into the...
Be discerning. Okay. Dig a little bit deeper. Let's do a little bit of an experiment here. I'm talking to you. I'm going to make it clear that I want it. I'm talking to you. You're a girl. Maybe you're not, but you can pretend. Maybe you can do this thing with your hair. If you're a guy. If you're a girl, you can do that too. So we're going to go ahead and do this. What's up? Oh, well, what's up? I saw you and I think you're beautiful and, I just wanted to ask, like, is there a chance that you have slept with 95,000 guys? Honestly, I feel like that would work.
Interaction, like wanting to find out more about the girl, not just accepting her looks as being enough. And I think that's the biggest problem that guys make is that they just like, the looks are enough. And then the conversation is like, how do I get her to like me? So you're already going in there with a handicap. Like when a salesman comes in, like he's already coming in from a handicap versus
this way too many analogies. He has an analogy for everything. He has a book of analogies. He just before he does any podcast, he's just flipping through books of analogies. Oh yeah, salesman. Oh, auction. That's nice. An auction. Oh, 95,000 guys. Interesting.
just like when somebody goes into the store because they need milk. They just go to the aisle, they find the milk, and they buy it. Versus if you
What the fuck?
show up at the door and you try and sell them milk, then be like, oh, well, who is this guy? Is the milk old? Can I trust this? You know what I mean? Like, the difference, like, when you...
Okay, so I get it. If a guy was coming up to your door, just imagine this. Just imagine this. If a guy was kind of coming up to your door, you know, knocking on the door, and he was, you know, you open the door and he was like, "Here, I got 3 bags of milk." You know, you wouldn't want to do that. You know, if you were talking to a girl and you offered her 3 bags of milk, nothing would happen. There's no connection there. So you want to just go to the store and kind of just, you know, or go to the store being kind of like the club or something, and go in there and just take one, and then you pay for it and you leave, go home, put it in the trunk, go home, you know. So I kind of get what's going on here.
Want something, it's just like, how do I get it? It's not, you know, the same conversation. And so that would be the biggest thing. And I figured that out because I had a big sample size of girls that wanted to f me that I screwed it up with, and a big sample size of girls that wanted to f me that I also had sex with. And I think that's...
No, I also had sex with. Big size, simple size of girls that wanted to fuck me, but I also had sex with them. So,
it's like, look, in an experiment, you have to have the control group, right? Most guys do not have the control group. Like, I literally had girls sending
is this guy setting up
me butt naked photos on Instagram.
Okay, dude.
I want to f you.
God, dude. Jesus Christ. Well, how long do you think this is gonna last before he finishes this point? How long do you think this is gonna last? Where he's just being like, no, literally, they were just texting me and sending me pictures and stuff. They're like, I will come over right now.
And I screwed it up with those girls. So I'm just saying, like, only in like cross comparing what worked and what didn't work with 2 sample sizes.
Oh, this guy! Wow, I thought maybe he was wearing some sort of khakis or something, but that's just basically underwear. He really is a caveman. This is crazy, man.
Eyes of girls that both wanted to sleep with me.
Given that you're the same guy to both of them.
Exactly, because like, you know, there's girls that just like wouldn't want to sleep with me because I'm Armenian or I have a shitty haircut or whatever, right? Like, there's gonna be girls that just like wouldn't fuck me, period. So because I had that sample that I knew that they wanted to sleep with me and I screwed it up, I was able to like figure out the things that I was doing wrong. And like one of the big things that I was doing wrong was like I was over communicating interest. I would have problems with the girls.
Okay, I think I kind of get the main point here. Okay, I think I'm done here. I've been skipping frames for a minute now. And listen, if you ever need advice about your like orbital bone or anything like that, you know, how to get the dark circles out or anything, you can reference me and my email at attractive.guy.web@gmail.com, .net, .org, .web, .biz, and .gov. Alright, have a good one. See you whenever I post next. Should be soon.